The following program is rated Lex. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Cable TV. The purpose of this episode is going to be a tool for the Lex leadership, not just here in FE, but also in Maine, to use for new recruits or people who are not as familiar with how we run war in the Lex family. So the first things first that I'll go over is our clear system. So what you'll see for our clear system is verbiage that most of the community is not used to. So a lot of what you'll see here, we basically look at the map as a baseball diamond. So let's walk through some verbiage first. So let's look at use. You asked for a clear about 12 minutes ago on 2, and basically someone who's ready to attack, and that is everyone. That includes me, that includes my co-leaders, that includes elders, that includes everyone, needs to type out a clear when they're fully cooked. Now, you only type out a clear when you are fully cooked. That way, once an elder or higher, and that's the responsibility of Lex leadership, both in Maine and in FE, clear people for attacks. And like I said, leadership clears each other as well. We have you who attacked number 2, and Stars and Bars cleared him. So obviously you can see Stars and Bars is an elder, so he had the authority to clear him. So let's go through the verbiage first. So basically what you says is clear 2, 3H Pekka Healer. So what that 3H is a location designator. Like I said, we look at this as a baseball diamond. I briefly touched on this in one of my previous episodes. The bottom corner is H, or home. Right corner is first. Top corner is second. And the left corner is third. If you go back to use clear, he says from 3H Pekka Healer. We'll go and look at his attack on number 2, and I'll show you how that translates to what he said. Now before we do that, I'll go and I'll basically show what leadership does, and I mean elders and up, do when they go to clear someone. So he'll ask for a clear, and someone in leadership will go and visit his base. They'll look at his camps, see how many are in there, make sure it's 220, to make sure what he's saying he's going to use is what he has cooked. And now obviously we're not restrictive on what you can use unless you're a dirty go wiper, but basically we look at to make sure that they don't actually have a farm army cooked when they meant to have a Golaho or a Golaloon or what have you. So come in, check to make sure it's a full 220 or however many you have depending on town hall. You'll also look at the clan castle, make sure you've got troops in there, and then you'll also look at spells. Now, something a minor that we pay attention to is spell composition. So if someone's got 3 quakes cooked, and you go over the CC and they've got a poison instead of a quake, you might want to ask the question, hey, did you want a quad quake? So little minor details, but that's essentially what we're doing. So we check to make sure everything's there, and obviously here we'll also check to make sure that there aren't any sleeping heroes. So obviously King is sleeping. He just recently did the attack, so he will be sleeping, but you could have a hero upgrading, and they may be aware of that, but you still want to double check and make sure that they're aware. Some people even have their heroes sleeping at all times and whatever. So basically we'll check all that, and if they are an elder or higher, we'll type out clear, which is what Stars and Bars did there, and then after that you're good to go to attack. And like I said, my explanation actually is a lot longer than how long it takes to actually clear, and maybe we can get an example of this before the end of the video. But so what you did, I know I'm not showing a perfect attack here, but you're my guinea pig here. So after Stars and Bars cleared him, he went ahead and attacked. We go and we'll pull up what he says here, clear to 3H Pekka Healer. So in theory, he should be coming in from the 3H line. Now here he's making his funnel with the baby drags, so obviously he's accurate to his plan. Obviously we're not going to hold people to their plan. Shit happens in the middle of a raid. We understand that. It's not a big fucking deal. But in a general sense, we are going to look at your general attack plan, and if you're coming in with back in the olden days when big bombs were an issue, if you weren't going in with your kill squad to take out a double big bomb set, we might bring it up to, hey, mind this gap, this could be a spot for double giant bombs, just bouncing off ideas off each other. The whole point of this is to cover our collective asses, not to micromanage. So, like he said, he came in from 3H and went about his attack. Now, some people may give more information, some people may give less. We don't have a hard structure, but we want at least a little snippet of what you're going to do in your attack and a general direction you're coming from, just in case we see some maybe serious issues or red flags. Nine times out of 10 though, we check to make you're cooked and we say clear and you're good to go. That's the general premise of clear systems. Second thing I want to bring up about war, we work bottom to top. In FE, we typically run Town Hall 8 up to 10 generally. Every once in a while we'll have an 11 thrown in there or whatever. So what you'll see is the 8s will be cleared hopefully within the first couple hours of war, and then onward to the 9s and 10s and so on. The general meta of the game right now, that frees up the top end to know where their attacks are going to be. If you're in main, we have a lot more 11s over there. Town Hall 10 hits up to 11s are huge in the meta of this game today. So basically, if we can 2-star an 11, that frees up Town Hall 11 to drop in 3-star 10, which is a lot harder for a 10v10 to get a 3-star. It's not as detrimental here because we, in general, usually have a 1-to-1 ratio of 10s. We could have a 9 go up and hit the 10, but honestly, it's not that necessary because 9-on-9 attacks are a lot more frequent when it comes to 3-stars. So the general rule is always bottom to top. That's all for this video. Again, this is a tool for new guys or people who are unfamiliar with the way we run war. The clear system is very specific to Lex. Caller at this point in time is not at the root of how we run war. It might in the future. At this point, the two biggest things are understanding our clear system and work from the bottom up. There you go. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helps. Hope my babbling isn't too fucking hard to follow. I know it sometimes is. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We'll catch you on the next video.